birth of a divine child destined to fulfill the condition of Mahishi's boon. This child was none other than Lord Ayyappa. Ayyappa was born on the banks of the Pampa river, his divine origin glowing with celestial energy. The king Rajashekara of Pandalam dynasty, who longed for a child, discovered the infant with a golden belt tied around his neck. Overwhelmed with joy, the king named him Manikandan and raised him as his own. Even as a child, Manikandan displayed wisdom, strength, divine abilities, hinting at his celestial purpose. However, as they needed a plan, one that he could match a more breast. Bhasmasura came to an end. His rise and fall. Bhasmasura came to an end. His rise and fall continued to echo throughout the ages, offering timeless lessons. Let us remember that true strength lies not in power, but in humility, and that wisdom will always triumph over arrogance. Please subscribe to ORIFIND channel for more videos. And also don't forget to like the video if you like the stories. See you again. Hi, welcome to ORIFIND. In the Arts of Kerala stands the sacred Sabrimala temple, a shrine dedicated to Lord Ayyappa, the divine protector of Dharma. But do you know the extraordinary story behind his birth and the challenges he faced? Join us as we unravel the cosmic. They needed a plan, one that relied on wit rather than brute force. The preserver of the universe, Lord Vishnu, devised a plan. He would use not strength but beauty and intelligence to outwit the arrogant Asura. Transforming into Mohini, a celestial enchantress of unparalleled beauty, Vishnu descended to earth. When Bhasmasura encountered Mohini, he was mesmerized. Her beauty was otherworldly and a charm irresistible. The Asura, forgetting his pursuit of Shiva, approached her with admiration and curiosity. Mohini said, "O mighty one, who are you and why do you wander these lands?" Bhasmasura, blinded by his desire, boasted of his powers and his conquest over Lord Shiva. Mohini, found amused, skillfully stroking his ego. She proposed a challenge, a dance competition. If he could match a moves, she would accept his admirations. The dance began. Mohini's movements were fluid and intricate, a symphony of grace. Bhasmasura, eager to impress, mimicked her every move. As the dance proceeded, her steps grew increasingly complex. Finally, Mohini performed a dramatic move, placing her hand on her head. Without hesitation, Bhasmasura copied her. The moment his hand touched his head, the boon was activated. In an instant, Bhasmasura was reduced to ashes by his own power. His arrogance and ambition had led to his undoing. The gods sighed in relief as balance was restored to the universe. Shiva emerged from hiding, expressing his gratitude to Vishnu for his clever intervention. Mohini's wit and grace had triumphed where force could not. Bhasmasura's story stands as a cautionary tale, a reminder of danger of unchecked ambition and peril of misusing power. Even the most divine blessing can lead to ruins if wielded with arrogance. And so, the tales of Bhasmasura came to an end. His rise and fall continued to echo throughout the ages, offering timeless lessons. Let us remember that true strength lies not in power, but in humility, and that wisdom will always triumph over arrogance. Please subscribe to ORIFIND channel for more videos. And also don't forget to like the video if you like the stories. See you again. Hi, welcome to ORIFIND. In the Arts of Kerala stands the sacred Sabrimala temple, a shrine dedicated to Lord Ayyappa, the divine protector of Dharma. But do you know the extraordinary story behind his birth and the challenges he faced? Join us as we unravel the cosmic connections, divine plans, and the human emotions that shape these legendary tales. Our story begins with two seemingly unrelated events, both pivotal in the cosmic balance of good and evil. The first involves the demon Bhasmasura, an ambitious asura who gained a deadly boon from Lord Shiva. By intense penance, Bhasmasura was granted the power to turn anyone into ashes with a mere touch of his hand. But as with many asuras, arrogance led to his downfall. Bhasmasura turned on Shiva, forced the god to flee. To rescue Shiva, Lord Vishnu took the enchanting form of Mohini. With her divine beauty and wit, Mohini tricked Bhasmasura into mimicking her dance, leading him to place his own hand on his head. The demon was reduced to ashes by his own boon. Meanwhile, another asura, Mahishi, plotted her revenge. As the sister of Mahishasura, slain by goddess Durga, Mahishi's hatred burned fiercely. She performed severe penance to Lord Brahma and was granted a boon that made her invincible to all beings except the child born of Shiva and Vishnu, a condition she believed was impossible. But destiny had other plans. The union of Mohini and Shiva following the Bhasmasura's episode resulted in a birth of a divine child destined to fulfill the condition of Mahishi's boon. This child was none other than Lord Ayyappa. Ayyappa was born on the banks of the Pampa river, his divine origin glowing with celestial energy. The king Rajashekara of Pandalam dynasty, who longed for a child, discovered the infant with a golden belt tied around his neck. Overwhelmed with joy, the king named him Manikandan and raised him as his own. Even as a child, Manikandan displayed wisdom, strength, divine abilities, hinting at his celestial purpose. However, as the time passed, jealousy grew within the royal family. The queen, influenced by court conspiracies, saw Manikandan as a threat to her biological son's ascension to the throne. She devised a crucial plan to get rid herself of Manikandan. The queen claimed to suffer from a mysterious ailment that could only be cured by milk of a tigress. Convinced that this task was impossible, she hoped to send Manikandan on a fatal journey. Manikanta, ever compassionate and dutiful, agreed to undertake the dangerous mission. With the king's reluctant blessing, he ventured into the dense forest of Kerala. There he encountered Mahishi, a demoness terrorizing the world. A fierce battle ensued, and Manikantan's divine power prevailed, vanquishing Mahishi and fulfilling the cosmic prophecy. After defeating Mahishi, Manikantan summoned celestial beings who transformed into tiger and tigress. Riding a majestic tiger, Manikantan returned to the palace with a procession of tigers, shocking the queen and the court. Overwhelmed with guilt, the queen repented for her action. Manikantan, in his infinite compassion, forgave her and restored harmony in royal family. Having fulfilled his divine purpose, Manikantan revealed his celestial identity. The king Rajashekara realized the magnitude of his adopted son's mission, built the Sabrimala temple to honor him. Manikantas ascended to his divine form as Lord Ayyappa, the protector of righteous. Today, millions of devotees undertake Sabrimala pilgrimage to honor his legacy and seek his blessings. The tales of Lord Ayyappa is not just a story of divine intervention, it is a testament of triumph of truth, compassion and dharma over deception and evil. His life inspires us to rise above jealousy and hatred, embracing forgiveness and righteousness in our own life. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share the video for more captivating stories from Hindu mythology.
Imagine, centuries ago, in the vast, ancient lands of India, a prince named Siddhartha Gautama was born into a world of luxury and grandeur, but amidst the glittering jewels, the fine silks, and the endless feasts, he felt something was missing. An emptiness that all the wealth in the world could not fill. He was a young man, restless and curious, haunted by questions that no one dared to ask. Who am I? Why do people suffer, and what lies beyond the fleeting pleasures of this life? Today, we follow the path of Siddhartha, who would dare to seek answers under the shade of a legendary tree, the Bodhi tree. As Siddhartha grew, his curiosity became an unquenchable fire. He saw suffering everywhere, aging, sickness, and death. These were things his palace walls had kept hidden, but now they invaded his mind, whispering secrets about the world he did not yet understand. It was one fateful night that he made a decision that would change the world forever. In the silence of midnight, he left the palace, shedding his royal robes, leaving behind his family and his kingdom. Siddhartha stepped into the darkness, driven by a relentless desire to find the truth about life itself. His journey had begun. Siddhartha sought the wise sages of the land, masters who lived in solitude, denying themselves every pleasure, every comfort. Under their guidance, he pushed his body and mind to the brink, fasting until he was but skin and bone, meditating until his thoughts were lost in silence. Yet, as the years passed, he began to wonder, why was the truth still hidden? He felt weaker, not wiser. Had he been searching in the wrong places? This life of suffering seemed to only trap him further in a cage of his own making. One day, as he sat, starving and weakened by endless fasting, a young village girl approached, offering him a bowl of rice. For a moment he hesitated, but something within urged him to accept. As he ate, he felt strength returning, a calm he had not known in years. Suddenly it was clear. The answer was not in extremes, not in pleasure nor in suffering. There was another way, a way of balance. This was the middle path, a path he would soon follow, toward the heart of truth. At last, Siddhartha arrived at a magnificent fig tree. Its branches stretched wide, ancient and wise. Here, he thought, this will be my place of rest, or my place of revelation. With a calm mind and unwavering heart, he made a vow he would sit beneath this Bodhi tree and not rise until he had unlocked the mysteries of existence.